Yo, we're back in the studio. Hope you all have been doing well. I know I've been a little bit quiet and kind of off YouTube, but I'm still checking the comments and I log in every day to see what's going on, but I slowed down a little bit on the videos just because I had to take some time off to really focus on what's important for my business. And I just want to give you all an update on what's been going on. So first things first, I just want to say thanks to all the people who have been supporting me throughout this last year on YouTube. Like, YouTube has been one of the most challenging things I think I've ever done in the recent years, and it just shows like how difficult it is to become a YouTuber. And me being naive, I thought, hey, maybe if I just do one video a week, I'll blow up in like 6 months, you know, and we'll be like getting monetized and all that stuff. But the reality is that this shit takes a lot of time, and I just had to kind of make a sacrifice to myself, saying like, do I want to spend more time on this, or do I want to spend more time growing my brand? And to be quite frank, like in the moment, you know, my brand pays for my bills. YouTube doesn't pay for anything. If anything, this costs me money to do. So I had to shift my priorities. And that's just one of the things about running a business is like, even though there's things that you want to do, it may necessarily not be the best thing for your business, because at the end of the day, you got bills to pay, the rent's coming in, you know, it's not as self-explanatory as it seems. And a lot of people want to just quit their job and start their creative endeavors. But the truth is, it's really, really hard to do this full time. Like every day still feels like a battle. I've been doing this for 3 years and it still kind of feels like a battle. It's not as bad. It's not, the hill starts to kind of flatten out a little bit, but it's still at some kind of angle that gives me a challenge every single day. That being said, I'm gonna try and come back on YouTube, maybe just do one video a month or something like that to make it a little bit more manageable for myself. But the weekly videos had to come to an end because I had to focus on growing my clothing brand, which has been doing really, really well. I think at this point, I've over doubled my revenue from 2023 and 2024. So it was great to see that. And I had to offset some of my operations to other people so that I don't have to do everything myself. And that's also another issue with the videos, is that a lot of the videos I kind of show what I was doing as I was working on stuff. But nowadays, I'm not really running the heat press that much. I run the embroidery machine a lot, so I still showcase that a lot on Instagram. But for the most part, like the heat press and vinyl portion of it has really reduced to only like rare moments. Like I'll restock certain things, but I'm not really testing any new materials because I already know what I like and I already know what works best for me. So if y'all have any questions about that, just watch my other videos from the past or just go on YouTube. You know, I always recommend Brando because that guy has all the good shit. And HTV Recipe, he's got good videos too that talks over and walks through everything. So you don't need another person showing you how to cut vinyl and how to press it, right? So I want to shift my focus more on this whole brand development and coaching aspect of it all. I'm still deciding on the logistics and how I'm going to roll it out, but I want to help you grow your brand so you can also make this a reality for yourself. And I don't want to guarantee any kind of $10,000 a month or like some kind of bullshit, because at the end of the day, it really depends on how much time and money you want to put into your business. And I can't make a guarantee like that, because for me to get to this point, I've had to put in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you guys are just starting out and you don't understand the sheer gravity of the work that comes with this. And the videos and the courses that I want to create is going to give you insight on how I got here, and also give you a one-on-one type of experience through like conference calls or something like that. But yeah, I'm still trying to decide how I'm going to roll it out. But for now, it's all just words on a paper. I'm typing it out every day, trying to get the chapters organized and have different sections. So there will be different things that will cater for different people, because this operation has a lot of moving parts. Like you got production, you got e-commerce, you got marketing, you got accounting, you know, you got all the business stuff. Like there's so many different parts that don't necessarily relate to each other. There are some overlap, but mostly they kind of operate individually. That's why a company would have different departments, you know? But when you do this yourself, you are all the departments. So I want to give you the insight on how I set myself up and how I've been running my business for 3 years. And hopefully it'll continue to 5, 10, you know, hopefully this is all I got to do for the rest of my life until I get into the next project. But this has been a really, really good learning experience for me, and I want to be able to teach you all like this is possible. You just have to really be fucking down to put the time into it, put the effort into it. So I'll let you all know when that comes. But for the most part, I'm going to be rolling out these videos also on YouTube, so there'll also be information that's publicly available, and I'll decide like how to kind of make it special for people who actually subscribe or whatever. But anyway, a couple other recaps. So I just went to Impressions and I met a lot of cool people as always, and it's always nice to just kind of catch up and see what's going on with the industry, what's new for this year. And I think for the most part, I wasn't that stoked on the blanks and stuff, like, because I'm pretty set on what I use. Like, I use my LA Apparels, my Maids, my AS Colors. It's like the same 3 that I've always been using. But I did find 2 companies in LA that also make cool blanks. They're called USSA, US Standard Apparel, and BTSA, which stands for Behind the Scenes Apparel, and they're both LA based that make cool garments. So that was cool to find them. I'm still waiting on pricing to see if that'll work for my business, but for right now, I'm still sticking to my 3 brands that I have been using for the better half of my entire career, and I stand behind them for the products that they create. So yeah, that's one thing. Another thing is I kind of felt like there was less enthusiasm in the air. I don't know what it was. Like last year kind of felt like a giant boom of some sorts. Like everybody was excited. And I don't know if it was just like the energy or the number of people, but it felt like there's less people this year. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I'm not sure, but it just felt it in the air. Like, you know, you can kind of tell when things seem a little bit off or a little bit sad. So yeah, I mean, overall, I would say it was like 9 out of 10 good times, 1 out of 10 kind of like, all right, you know, what's gonna happen next year with this industry kind of thing. Not like in a concerning way, but just I kind of feel that a lot of things are consolidating and people are kind of making the same things. And you know, there's only so many one-head embroidery machines these companies can make within a budget that makes sense for the consumer at home. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But you know, I got to talk to Ricoma too, Henry, shout out to Henry, what's up? And who else? AS Color, Wyatt. Always good to see Wyatt from AS Color. I also met Jen from Skins and Pigtails, and she has this little mini press, which is really cool. And then she also sells these homemade kits, so you can do screen printing at home, which is really dope because a lot of us get a little intimidated when we see that automatic with like the 10 plus colors spinning around. So that was nice to see, and she is a really dope person. So yeah, check her out if you don't know her yet. And I think that's about it for the most part at Impressions. For yeah, 2025, let's fucking get this shit. The world is changing, a lot of things happening, but you know, we gotta stay focused. We gotta stay aware of what's going on, but also be able to accomplish what we want to accomplish. So that being said, let me know what y'all want to see from me this year. I want to focus on the teaching and instructing, so if you do want to book that one-on-one with me, I do still have it available. I always give people a discount if they reach out to me, so if you are curious about it, let me know and I can hook you up with the discount for that 1 hour session. And if not, we can just wait until we get to the ebook/course section of my career. But again, I want to do this right. I want to roll it out in a way where you don't feel like you're getting gypped or it looks scummy, because I think the first impression that I get when I see these courses is like, I'm always very skeptical, you know, and I don't want to give off that impression. But I have my own case studies, which is now my brand that does pretty well every month. I can always talk about that. And also you all have seen the receipts here on YouTube of me growing this thing. So I think that being said, you know, I hope you guys are excited about this as much as I am. But again, like I want to roll it out in the right way, and I'm only going to roll it out when I feel like it's ready. So that is all for today. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you on the next one.